Okay, so hi, good afternoon. I'm Carlos Torre, and this is my key activity of Physics 2. Okay, so in this project, I will apply all the knowledge that I have learned in physics during the 2 semesters that I had this class. And in this experiment, I will show you the importance of the coefficient of restitution and how does it affect the bouncing of a ball in free fall. The variables that I use are very simple, but I think they are very important because they play a very important role. Okay. So the methodology I use, my initial question was, how does the distance from where a ball is thrown at free fall affects the distance from the floor to the ball in the first bounce of it? Okay, so when I throw a ball from certain distance, how does that distance affect the first bounce of the ball? My independent variable is the distance at which the ball is going to be thrown in free fall because it's a variable that I can change. My dependent variable is the distance from the floor to the ball in the first bounce of the ball because it's the variable depending on the independent variable. My control variables are going to be initial velocity of the ball, the gravity, and the floor which is not moving, so it has a velocity of 0, okay? Okay, this is the design of my experiment. For this experiment, I use a measure tape, which is here. I use a 100 grams foam ball, which is here. I use a phone that can record in slow-mo, a book to lay the phone on, and a chair. Okay. So I place the cell phone in the chair, staring to where the measure tape is against the wall, and start recording in slow-mo. Then I start by putting the ball on the top of the measuring tape against the wall and let it drop from different heights. The cell phone in slow-mo will show me at what height does the first bounce of the ball is in respect to the floor. Okay. So here are my results. I throw the ball from half a meter, 0.75 meters, 1 meter, 1.25 meters, and 1.5 meters. And I did 3 times the experiment in every height from which I throw the ball. And these are the results. As we can see here, well, my independent variable is the height, and my dependent variable is the bounce height. As we can see here, at which more high I throw the ball in free fall, there is a greater measure of bounce height. Okay. So the results of my analysis, as we can see in the table there is a relationship between the distance at which the ball is thrown and the height of the first bounce of the ball. This is because the coefficient of restitution, and we can get it by determining the velocity of the ball in different points. We can get the velocity of the ball by looking at the video in slow-mo and look how much distance, did the ball travel in how many time. So my conclusions are that there is a relationship between my variables, between the independent and the dependent, because when the ball was higher, when I throw the ball from a higher point, it had a higher bounce from the floor. And this is because the coefficient of restitution, the velocity that the ball acquired in the displacement is more when it had more displacement. Therefore the bounce from the floor will have a higher height. Thank you.